This one's a long one, and it's called Expecting the Snowman. You know how you want a popsicle and you want it for the longest time, and you don't even know what it's going to taste like when you get it, and then you finally get it, and it tastes oh so good. And you have some of it, and you want to save it so you can have it later, but then you realize that in order to keep the popsicle from disappearing, it has to stay in the freezer. I mean, it has to stay in the freezer in order to survive, that it was meant to be cold forever or consumed. It was either one way or the other. They taught you that back when you were little. You can't have it both ways. You can try, and it might be fun at first, but everyone knows it'll hurt later on. I think what I liked the most about us was the theory of romance. No, wait, that wasn't it. It was the fact that this was forbidden, that this was quote-unquote not supposed to be happening. But I like the idea of being with you. I would travel across the country to see you. The thought of you and the times you'd have behind everyone's backs, those times were like poems to me. And maybe looking back, we weren't technically together, even though we couldn't tell anyone. But it was still nice for me to fantasize. And what it would get me. Or maybe my problem is that it was all in my head, and maybe I didn't realize the novelty would wear off for you, like you were just maybe like the average American, and after 20 seconds of watching a television show, you'd want to change the channel with the remote on the armrest of your lazy boy chair. I didn't know you were a popsicle that would melt if you were exposed to any sunlight or any heat at any time. I didn't know you had problems, don't we all? But I didn't know that that you might be going to a psychiatrist or staying on medication. I didn't realize how bad your problems were. I didn't know you were a snowman that I made in the backyard of my house in the winter when I was little. A snowman that came fully equipped with a carrot nose, like Pinocchio. No, wait, like you. A snowman that had no hair, like you, that had rocks for eyes, like you. And yeah, that snowman melted with spring, like you, and maybe I should have learned my lesson from that damn snowman. I remember how little kids used to build snowmen in the winter, and they didn't seem to mind the snowman eventually going away. I hated the cold, so I didn't play in the winter in the snow as much. Maybe in playing those little games, everyone else learned a lesson. I should expect a stoning for that I'm about to receive for telling you that I know what you have done, and that I want the rest of the world to know it too. I will expect the stonings with time. I've been getting used to the punishments for telling the truth, even when people don't want to hear it. So, thank you for getting my hopes up and then blowing them away with one breath from your lips, like anyone would do with table salt spilled on the counter. Because I think I needed to learn that lesson. And in a way, for now, I only have you to thank for.